Hey guys, welcome back to Mango Salad. Before I say anything else, let me just address the elephant in the room. If you haven't already noticed, and for podcast listeners, it might be something to do with my hair. And if you guessed that, I did dye it darker. It was time for a change. What do you guys think? She's dark. She's loving it. It was and I was like sitting at work and I was like, it's gonna be this, or is it gonna be dark? Is it gonna be light? Is it gonna be dark? And I just was going up to my coworkers and I was like, this, and this. Like, what do you think, guys? And then ultimately we had to like bring back the dark, and like I've never been like this shade of dark. I've only been well, I've been like dark, but it was like not so much like cool toned. That's why, and like the hair that I had before faded into like a red brown. So now hopefully it won't fade into that. Nothing wrong or like against people that have like that. I just wasn't really my favorite, but I don't know. Like, what do you think about it? Should we keep it or should I dye it back brown? Let me know. For today's video, we are going to be doing my everyday when I feel like doing my makeup, or if I'm going to like a place where I want to take pictures. Like, I've always done my own makeup. I just bought some like necessity things from the store too, because I realized I don't have eyebrow pencil, especially now that my hair's dark. I have like this, I used to use like this. Well, before I used a pencil, but then I ran out of a pencil and now I have this powder. And then now I have this that I'm going to be using, which is like my favorite. It's like $3 at the drugstore. Elf, love it, brand new. Then I also have this that I'm going to be using on my eyebrows. But yeah, essentially I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial. A lot of people compliment me because I love like a good wing, and I'll like explain in depth like how I do that, like when I do that. Also, what do you guys think of this? I drew this myself. Also, all of my pictures on the wall in my kitchen, but yeah, let me know if you like this logo better than the one that I drew that's like the new logo. I know like last week I told you guys that I'm going to be changing the logo. What do you think? Instead of like the AI version of like Mango Salad, I actually drew that. So I might change it. I don't know. Maybe draw a new one, but for now it's this. So let me know like what you think. And so yeah, the goal is this, or this, which is like the vibe of like how I like to do my makeup and stuff. I don't use a primer. I know a lot of people use a primer, but I don't. For the girlies that have long hair on their face, like I have got some whiskers and sometimes in my nose, or apparently like right here, and I don't know if it's just because of aging, but like this is stuff that I have to do now to, yeah, it also helps with like, yeah, just figuring away my problem areas so that, because sometimes when I don't, it's more noticeable that I haven't done that when I wear makeup. Just gonna shave a little bit of the eyebrow hair too. I really need to get my eyebrows waxed. I used to get them done like pretty regularly, but I've just been doing this just to get by. Sometimes I plug, sometimes I don't know. It really just depends on how I feel, but I love this. I got this from Target. It also comes with like a nozzle. It's like removable, and you can get like really in like the nose and stuff. And yeah, I really love it. It's nice, and it was really cheap. It's like $10 like at Target, something like that. If I find the link, I will put it like right there, or like a picture of like what I got. But yeah, essentially, I'm also going to be trying this new concealer because I've been using this for like way too long. Initially I got it because when I was like a little bit insecure of like, and look at it guys, look, it's almost gone. The neck tattoo is almost gone, which is crazy. I only have 2 sessions left, which is like bittersweet because I always go to like this part of Florida that's like close by my house, and every time I go to get like the tattoo removal, it's just so fun. It's just so fun. I make a whole day out of it. I go thrifting, find some cute stuff. Plato's Closet is just, if you're ever love like thrifting for like cool, like nice quality things. I've had like good luck at Plato's Closet. But yeah, essentially I've been using this for like way too long, and so realistically, this is like an authentic one that I've been doing. I've been using the Dermablend. You see how old it is. Yeah, I got it initially because of this, but then I realized it really wasn't covering it like I wanted it to. So I just started using it as a regular foundation. So I use a brush like this, and for my podcast listeners, I don't know what this brush is called. It's just a flat, stiff foundation brush, essentially. And then I put it on my problem areas, which is like my cheeks. Fun fact about me, I really don't bring my foundation on my forehead. I don't know why, like I just don't. When I found that I think it's because of my eczema and stuff, it makes my foundation look very dry. So if you guys have any tips for people, if you also have eczema or like dry skin, please let me know, because I don't put foundation really on my forehead at all, maybe towards like my temples and stuff, but I really just put it on like my problem areas, around my mouth, cheeks, or like the big thing, because that's where like my acne primarily is. Put a little bit of foundation on my eyes just to even it out, even everything out, so that when I put, because I like the look of like the clean foundation-y look on the eyelids when I do like my makeup. So then yeah, takes me this, and just for fun purposes, I got this new concealer, this e.l.f. concealer right here. I'm going to be putting that on my under eyes a little bit, just for some extra coverage to see. Ooh, I didn't know it was this type of acne here. So, and then on like little baby problem areas. Hopefully I got like the right shade. Like that. Just under the eyes, on the cheeks, and maybe a little bit on the chins I'm doing. So again, I take that same foundation brush and just buff. Doesn't really take that much time for me, but I just buff it in like so. And yeah, after that, take a different brush, move towards my powder, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Matteless Poreless in the shade 22 Natural Beige. So this is what I do all over my face. It's got some color to it as well. Yeah, just all over my face. Because even though your girl has dry skin, I somehow still get greasy. Crazy, I don't know, but I do. Put it all over my face. Dust it. I do dust this a little bit on my forehead and stuff. So like that. And then the next part, which is like my favorite part of the routine, I take like this angular brush for bronzer / contour. I take this palette, the Cherry Blossom London palette. I'm pretty sure I got this from Ulta. And then I just put it on my forehead, around, a little bit on the cheekbones, just to warm it up and not look so plain. Because when I put my foundation on, it makes everything just like one color. So just to add some dimension and to make me look a little bit more tan. And you know how we love to have a little bit more tan in the summertime. So yeah. Alrighty, now that I put my bronzer on, I usually move on to my eyebrows, which I'm very excited to actually have an eyebrow pencil, because it's easier for me to use personally an eyebrow pencil rather than what I've been doing. It was just like the powder, just because I was too lazy to go to the store and buy another eyebrow pencil. But yeah, this is the eyebrow pencil that I'm using, just an e.l.f. one. It looks like this. Yeah, I needed to get it anyways because my stuff that I was using didn't really do it. And so I'll zoom in. I usually start at the top of my eyebrow and I draw like a line like that. And then I connect it to the middle part of my eyebrows. My podcast listeners, it might be better to watch the video this week just because it's easier to see what I'm doing rather than for me to explain it. So yeah, all I do is just outline the shape of the eyebrow of what I like to do. Since my eyebrows have already been like done in the past, I pretty much just follow the line of the eyebrow that my previous people that have done my eyebrows. It really just changes. I'm not really specific. It seems like everybody who has done my eyebrows does fine. I used to be like when I was younger, I'd go like the specific person, and then I was scared to like go to anybody else. But now that I'm a little bit older, don't really. Alrighty, and then she had eyebrows. I really like this shade that I picked out at the store, which is like the deepest brown that they had. It really matches my hair. But now I'm just taking the clear mascara that I have, which I use on my eyebrows, so then I can just lock them into place like that. Think of this as just like a gel for your eyebrows, and it keeps them a little bit lifted. I like the look of like bushy eyebrows and stuff, and it also keeps them in place like that. It feels really nice on my eyebrows, honestly. It almost feels like a gel, which I guess in a way it is. But now I take, which is like weird, I take like a little bit. It's my bronzer brush that I used before. I just kind of wiggle it on my eyebrows, wiggle it on my eyeshadow, or like my eyelid, just to add some color. I really don't use like eyeshadow much. I used to like when I was younger, but I haven't really, like if it's like an everyday look, so I just like put a little bit of bronzer just to warm up a little bit. And just for the sake of this video, I am gonna take a little brush like this and dip it back into the bronzer and swipe it underneath my eyebrow, because sometimes I do that just to add some dimension. Eyebrow, I feel like this makes my eyes look more awake and stuff. Okay, so now I'm taking the same brush and I wipe it. I'm taking this out of the e.l.f. palette. I got this at Target. Taking the lightest shade and just putting that along my eyelid just to set it, because sometimes when I don't do this, it creases because of the wetness of the foundation, I'm pretty sure. And this just keeps it, like sets it into place. So it's just like a tan, kind of like a nude color that I put on my eyelid just to make it look nicer. So now what I use, and I promise you this is not sponsored by e.l.f., but you can't sponsor me. My first brand deal is gonna be so awesome. I'm so excited. Manifesting that. So now I take, probably should show this. This is the eyeliner that I use, and I find that it's like, it's not a felt tip, but it's like a liquid brush, and of course I use like the blackest one. Sometimes I love to use like the look of like a blue or a purple because it looks good on like my brown eyes, but regularly I use the black one because I feel that with me, how I specifically like to do my eyeliner, it is the easiest because the tip is just really fine and you can really get like a straight line. So when I do my eyeliner, and let you zoom, I start off with the tail. So I draw like a line, and I do this with my eyes open so that I can see, because fun fact, I do have hooded eyes. So if I do eyeliner in a certain way, you can't really, it doesn't look as nice when I'm like looking at you to like hide because of my hooded eyes. So I do it with my eyes open so I can see what the line will look like. So draw the line like that. So starting at like the outer corner of my eye for my podcast listeners, I do one straight line and then make sure that the line as you like go out is more thin, which would hence be the wing. And so starting from, I would say like the middle of like the line, I draw like another line. Like so. So now you have a triangle. And now take a dip. Sometimes I make sure that I like the wing. If I don't, I start over, but I think this is fine. So now I fill in the triangle that I drew. Hence me fixing it. Okay, and so then now I have this nice triangle, and now I have the outer part of the wing, and now I'm going to take this and draw on the, you know, like my lash line to connect the wing, like so. Like that, and then she has a wing. So now I'm going to do my other wing off camera, and I'll be right back. BRB. Alrighty, and there we have a wing. And you know, honestly, as long as they're like sisters and they're not like absolutely identical, as long as they're not like distant cousins to where you can obviously tell, the mascara I find helps anyways with like covering up the boo-boos, the little boo-boos, not the big ones. But now the mascara, I use this one by MAC. Everything that I got is from Ulta. This is the color is Black Stack Mascara by MAC. And for those of you that don't know, MAC is in Ulta now, and that is just like awesome. Like when I saw that, like it was just like it was like nostalgia, because like growing up I would like go into like my family's like makeup and see all like the MAC products, and it's just awesome. So now I use this mascara, and I'm going to put this mascara on really quickly. BRB. Alrighty, now I have my mascara, and sometimes like, oh, I forgot like this part. I do love a good highlighter. The gold one in this palette is like my favorite. And what I do, I put it on the top of my nose, like down the bridge, a little dot in the middle on the tip of my nose. And I put it a little bit on, I think that's called Keep It Smell, my little inner corners. And then I put it on my cheekbones, because I love a shimmery highlighter. And usually I stop right here. I don't really use anything for my lips, but when I do, just for the sake of this video, I use this one. It's the Maracuja Juicy Lip Pump by Tarte in the shade Peachy Beige. And I love this one, and I love it because it gives you like a little bit plumped lipped look. So I put that on like so. It's like the perfect nude. And I love a spicy, plumping lip, like so. And has anybody tried the Ariana Grande Ren Beauty? Let me know in the comments, because I've been seeing all that, her like advertising it and like people raving about it. So like, let me know, because I will try it out. I'll make a video out of it. But yeah, this is my everyday makeup when I feel like putting on makeup. What do you guys think? Oh, my lights. It's the dark. Oh, okay. Watch this, guys. Ooh, now you can really see like how dark my hair color is in this lighting. Nope. Nope. My... Okay. I think that's nice. Alright. So this is this. Now put down the hair. And do the... Yeah. Now you get to guys see like how my hair really is. Like the deep color of it. But yeah. This is my everyday makeup. I hope you guys liked it. And thank you guys so much for like all of your support and love. On my YouTube channel, it really does mean a lot. I put a lot of time and energy into this, and I just love it. So thank you guys for all that you do with supporting my videos and the comments, and you know, just reminding me that I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, this is my everyday makeup, putting on a zoom, eyebrows, lips, and yeah. And I will see you guys next Mango Monday. Happy Love Island too, if you watched that. I have not watched it, and don't sue me. Have not watched Love Island, but I've heard good things about it, and apparently, well, by the time you see this tomorrow, Monday, the finale will have already come out, so hopefully that's like a good thing for you guys. But anyways, happy Mango Monday. This is my everyday makeup, and if you want to see more makeup looks, make sure to let me know in the comments, and I will definitely do some more makeup because I love makeup and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. Thumbnail time.